This is a product video for the POD 2.0 Pressure on Demand Steamer, and here are the details. POD stands for Pressure on Demand. It's a 2.0 version. It comes in 120 and 220 volt options, as well as with 11 attachments. The tank has a 1.5 liter capacity, has multi-purpose function within a wrap shop, and works with all wrap films. The POD steamer has a 9-foot long flexible hose with a wide, easy to grip trigger adapter at the end, which can fit on a variety of attachments that are custom made for the wrap industry. There are 2 wide heads for cleaning and softening. For high and hard to reach areas, there are 2 extension pieces and a variety of smaller heads for focused cleaning and softening, including windows. Several attachments come with a variety of proprietary closed cell foam heads that no other manufacturer can offer. In the front compartment of the steamer, there are several more attachments that include brushes and nozzles for focused cleaning. When filling the tank of the POD 2.0 steamer, always be sure that it has cooled for at least 3 minutes after shutting it off before removing the cap to avoid potential accidents, and be sure to keep the O-ring clean and damage-free to ensure a tight seal for the long term. The tank holds 1.5 liters and should be filled with the funnel and measuring cup that comes with the POD 2.0 steamer. Holding the funnel slightly up from the hole will create a continuous pour. It is very important to use distilled water as it avoids buildup of minerals in the machine, which can damage the inner workings. When starting the steamer at the beginning of the day, it'll take roughly 12 minutes to reach the right pressure for use, and 30 to 40 seconds during continuous use. And here are the uses for the POD 2.0 steamer for pre-install: emblem removals, decontamination of the surface, cleaning tight gaps, and avoiding the use of chemicals. The POD steamer is very effective at removing emblems on vehicles. The key is to create a seal around the emblem with one of the foam attachments, and let the steam soften the double-sided tape for 20 to 30 seconds. Once properly softened, the emblems can be quickly and easily removed from the surface with 0 to minor adhesive residue left behind. Using the POD 2.0 steamer avoids having to use adhesive removers and scrapers, which can be toxic and potentially damage the paint. For cleaning a vehicle for wrap, the focus nozzle can help dissipate any oil in tight gaps. This will help ensure long-term hold. And the force of the steam acts like an air compressor, which removes hard-to-reach dirt that can sneak under the wrap film during install. The squeegee attachment is very effective for cleaning windows for installs with tint or perforation. The steam squeegee combination creates high workflow. The foam head attachment can be used directly on the surface, which softens minor specks without having to use harsh cleaners or a soap solution and clay bar. With sections that have a lot of dirt built up, using the sponge is safe, as the closed pores will force the dirt onto the surface rather than building up in the sponge, which can scratch. All around, the POD steamer is a very green solution to cleaning, and here is where the POD steamer can be very effective during install. It can safely soften the film without burning it. It's ideal for deep recessed areas and exotic films like chrome and multi-layered calendar film. It also is very effective on PPF and headlight and taillight films. When triggering the steam, especially after it's been sitting for a few minutes, point toward a safe area to release any moisture buildup. Once the steam is steady, it can be used to soften the film over a recessed area, for example. The maximum temperature only reaches 220 degrees Fahrenheit, which is an ideal temperature to soften the film. The wide head produces an even heat on a large area, which helps form the film in without stress. Unlike a propane torch, which can potentially burn the wrap film, the POD 2.0 steamer can never do this, which helps avoid costly reinstalls. Also, the moisture from the POD 2.0 steamer can be used to help the application glove and squeegee slide. This allows the installer to skip the usual step of spraying their glove with the Glide solution. The Pressure on Demand separates itself from standard wallpaper steamers by allowing for quick, focused bursts of steam that helps ensure high workflow. Before cutting, always be sure to dry the film, as moisture can get under the adhesive. If this happens, the distilled water will generally dry quickly and the edges resealed. POD 2.0 steamer is very effective on tint film for lights, as it can be used on both sides of the film. Instead of spraying down the adhesive side, steam can be added, which both warms and moisturizes. The tint film is placed on the right place and the face steamed. This warms and adds glide, which helps speed up the install. With only distilled water and no slip solution used, the edges dry quickly for an easy cut and final seal. The final finish is optically clear with no scratches on the face of the film. The POD 2.0 steamer can have a multifaceted role in PPF installs. For bulk installs, where the PPF is wrapped around the edge, normally a solution of alcohol and water is sprayed. Instead, the POD steamer is used, which avoids exposing the installer to chemicals. The steam washes away the soap or gel and softens the PPF film. This allows it to be wrapped around the edge for a tight seal. Once the edges are sealed, the attachments can be swapped out quickly and a sponge can be used to remove any residue on the surface. It also helps seal the edges, which prevents dirt from getting underneath the PPF film, especially for fresh installs. The Pod 2.0 steamer can also be very effective for post installs and aftercare, as it removes scratches, is good for post heating, and safe for maintenance. Unlaminated chrome films have a tendency to get light scratches very easily, which can lead to lower quality and unhappy clients. To avoid scratches, chrome is usually laminated, but this can add to the costs and make installs harder. The steam allows installers to avoid laminating as it can self-heal the scratches. Traditional heat like propane torches or heat guns will not do this, so steam is the only option. This means the high gloss of chrome can be maintained and protected without laminating. Even for films that are not chrome like digital full print, color change, and PPF, a good protocol is to steam the finished wrap to remove handprints and scratches, wipe off the moisture with a microfiber towel, then apply a light coat of aftercare product to protect and enhance the finish of the film. The pod steamer can be a very effective way to post-heat, as the temperature of the steam is equal to the post-heating temperature of most film manufacturers, so the process is very straightforward. Also, there is no risk for burning the film when using the Pod 2.0 steamer. This can be especially beneficial to beginner and intermediate installers who are learning the art of wrapping. Using the pod steamer can be very effective for aftercare. Maintaining a wrap by cleaning with towels or brushes and using the wrong cleaners can dull gloss wrap films and stain matte finishes. Steaming the wrap film can remove bug and tar buildup that can be easily wiped away with a microfiber towel once they are softened. The steam also removes deep dirt, which helps maintain the original gloss and matte finishes without exposing the installer to solvents. Along with upselling a steam for aftercare on a wrap, it can be used to remove brake dust on rims, which can help increase profits and make for happy clients. Lastly, the pod steamer can round out a wrap shop by helping out with removals on all types of films. For standard digital full print and color change wraps, the wide head warms a large area, which creates solid workflow. The Pod 2.0 steamer is especially beneficial on textured films like carbon, as the steam softens the film so that it comes off in large pieces as opposed to small ones that is common when using traditional heat. For PPF and tint, steam is essential to use as it will keep the adhesive on the film being removed as opposed to the substrate. Not having to remove the adhesive on the surface can save huge amounts of time and avoid having to use chemicals and scrapers. Even for old cut vinyl stripes, the pod steamer can soften these thoroughly for a clear, straightforward removal that can save time and frustration. After every installation, it is recommended to clean the sponges that were used. They can be easily removed from the heads by pulling evenly away. Washing them with water and no soap will ensure that they are in pristine condition for the next install. Let them air dry overnight, and to reinstall, simply attach them back onto the heads. Be sure to fully adhere all the Velcro for a tight hold. To ensure that none of the attachments get lost, find a container that holds them all and get in the habit of always putting them back when done. If an attachment or foam sponge gets lost or damaged, replacements can be purchased separately. For more information, to buy or see a local list of distributors for the Pod 2.0 steamer, you can go to this URL. This has been a product video for the Pod 2.0 Pressure on Demand steamer, proudly produced by the Wrap Institute.